About block explorers. What is a block explorer? A block explorer is like a receipt. It's your digital receipt that follows you around. There are actually many different block explorers out there. All they're doing is reading data that's on the blockchain for the public to see. So the most common one, if you're using Ethereum, is Etherscan. It's normally built into the RPCs of your MetaMask. So if you go into your MetaMask and you click right here, view account on Etherscan, you click it, and here you are. This is the address that I used for signing approvals and contracts. And what are we seeing here? If you're the first time ever seeing this, might seem like a bunch of random stuff. This is the balance of what I still have in the account. This is the value of it. These are the token holdings. So as you can see, I have an ERC20 token. Those are tokens to be traded. And I also have some NFT tokens. That was the NFT that I had on the Looksware platform. I can also go into the balances in here. As you can see, token transfers. I can see where that token came from. As you see, I transferred it in from this address. And you can see that I transferred them from this address. You could also see my NFTs. Where did my NFT come from? I transferred it in for this address for the video. I can see all my transactions here. And as you see, we did make two approvals. The first approval I used for the NFT, and it's approved for all. I approved all NFTs. I actually paid for gas here. And you click here, and this is the transaction details. All right, so the transaction was from my address and it went to a contract address. I signed a contract address and I paid $3 just to do that. And this is the transaction hash. Each transaction has a hash, and that is your digital receipt that you can type into Etherscan. I could type this into Etherscan at any point in time and it will come back to this. So if I have that transaction hash, this is going to be great for as long as the internet survives, and I can use this transaction hash and come back here to this digital receipt that is on the blockchain from my address. And I can say, hey, I made that token approval a year from now, 10 years from now, it doesn't matter. Um, and so this is the kind of user interface. These are the transaction hashes right here for each transaction. This is the block, when that transaction took place. And these are the addresses. Where did it come from and where did it go to? So when I approve the token, I approve the contract of the actual token. So nice thing about this is, again, you can kind of track people. A lot of people will use this to their advantage since everything is public, everything's on the blockchain. A lot of stuff is trackable. So if you wanted to track something, you can say, hey, where did this where did this money come from? You can click on the address and it will take it to the address of where this money came from. This was another wallet that I had access to, and as you can see, it goes back years. And you can see atomic match means that I swapped something. Claims mean that I might have claimed something. I might have minted an NFT. Set approvals. I transferred stuff. I execute. So whenever I executed an order, you'll see that as well. So there's a bunch of different methods that you can learn about, what they all mean, what they all are. But the great thing about Block Explorers is, the best thing about Block Explorers is to confirm kind of tokens. I use this Block Explorer all the time because for instance, let's start with this real quick. So we're in MetaMask and I want to send my tokens to another address. I go to assets and I don't see my tokens here. So I need to import them. So if I import them, sometimes you could type it in and it pops up, but as you see, my token is not popping up here. So you go to custom token and you need to add it in, but I don't have it. So I can go to what is my address on Etherscan, Mariana. But now I'd say, all right, what is in my wallet? I have two tokens in here. I want to transfer this one out. So I click that. And now if I go right here, this is the token contract of the token that's in my wallet. This is my wallet. This is how many I have. What's the value? This is the token contract. All right, so I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back to my MetaMask, import tokens, and I'm going to import it into my MetaMask. That way my MetaMask can go look for it and say, hey, bingo, you do have those tokens. As you see, it's in my, so I'm going to input them into my MetaMask, and now I have them to be able to trade, trade or swap or send. So I can now send my tokens on this platform. So whatever platform, if it's not seeing your tokens or assets, you simply need to say, hey, you need to point them to it by importing a contract address. So I use this platform all the time to find stuff. I don't like typing it in too much because if you type it in, there's usually a lot of options. So how do I try to find stuff is I usually just go directly to my wallet, and you can find what's in your wallet, and that way this is what I have in my wallet. That's what I want to import. All right, and always double check everything when you're messing with this, and never try to type it in. Always copy and paste. So these are block explorers. It's just your digital receipt. It's something that is reading the data on the blockchain for you, and you're using your public addresses to see what that address has done. The bad thing is some people don't necessarily see this with crypto, but the bad thing is some people don't like is every single thing is public. Every single thing that you do on your address is public to see. I didn't have to connect a wallet. I didn't have to do anything to see this data that is attached to the address that I used for the video. You yourself, you can sit here and you can type this address in and you can see exactly this without having to log in, prove yourself or anything. It is public information. It's a good thing on one hand. Some people might think it's a bad thing for privacy, but that is how this works. So this is a block explorer. Get used to it. A lot of information here that you can utilize in different ways. Peace.